What's up, guys? This is AJ, and in our polity series, we are going to discuss next chapter, that is Finance Commission. This is a very small chapter, okay, so it will not take much of your time. First point is that Article 280 talks about the Finance Commission. Remember that Finance Commission is a constitutional body, it is a quasi judicial body, okay. So, Article 280 talks about the Finance Commission. This commission is appointed by the president of India for every 5 years, or whenever he thinks so that there is a need of appointing finance commission, he can appoint a new finance commission. See, the structure of the finance commission is that there will be one chairman, then there will be four members, others members to support him, okay. So these members and the chairman can be reappointed, okay. Then their term of office is not fixed. Again, I told you earlier that they can be appointed at president's will, they can be removed also, okay. So then parliament decides what should be the qualifications and the manner in which they get selected, okay. So see, appointment is by the president, but the qualification and the rules to get appointed are done by the parliament, okay. So then next point is composition of finance commission. As I told you, there will be one chairman and there will be four other members to support him. The chairman should have someone who should have experience in public affairs, okay. So then and the qualifications of other four members should be as follows, like one member should be from judiciary, he should be qualified to become a judge of the high court, or he might be working as a judge of the high court. Then a person having a specialized knowledge of finance and accounts of government, this person must be get selected in the finance commission. The third person will be from the having a wide experience from financial matters and administration, overall financial matters, okay. So and the last one is the person having specialized knowledge in economics, okay. So that's how they will choose the members of the finance commission. Remember that chairman can be someone who has the experience in public affairs, okay. So these are the rules and qualifications specified by the parliament, okay. So this is composition of the finance commission. Next point is, what are the functions of the finance commission? See, the functions are very simple. Distribution of the taxes among the states and center. The finance commissions create a formula through which they decide how they are going to share the taxes collected, okay. So then what the principles for grants to state by center, the principles through which the state is going to give grant to particular state, okay. So these principles are determined by the finance commission. Then recommending measures to state finance commission, again this provision is added by the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendment, okay. So under this provision, panchayati raj institutions must get a proper funding, okay. So these fundings will be monitored by the finance commission, and these it will recommend measures to the state finance commission and vice versa, okay. So the next point is any other matter referred to it by the president in the interest of the sound finance, okay. So if a particular issue is there where finance is the main topic, then that issue can be given to the finance commission by president. That's why there is a provision of appointment, creating a finance commission as per the will of the president, okay. So president can use his will, can create one finance commission, can give him it a topic to discuss and to debate, okay, and give again this finance commission will study that topic and will give some recommendations, and that report given by the finance commission will be submitted first to the president, and then that report will be submitted by the president to the in front of parliament, okay. Remember that any person who gets appointed by the president reports directly firstly to the president only, okay. So any person if he is going to create a report like CAG, okay, so CAG also creates a report that goes to the president first, then president present that report in the parliament, okay. So remember these things. Next point is very simple, advisory role. See, finance commissioner the recommendation given by the finance commissions are not binding on the government. Okay. So these recommendations are an advisory nature. Then there was a fight between planning commission and finance commission uh, due to the duplication of the effort. Okay, so these two bodies were dealing with the finance only. Finance is there was the main topic of these two bodies. Okay, but what was the case is that though finance commission was the uh, constitutional body and planning commission was the executive body, still the government used to listen to the planning commission instead of finance commission. So there was a fight between going on between the planning commission and finance commission. But as you know, that planning commission is scrapped now, so there is no fight between planning commission and finance commission. But again, I don't know exactly what is the case right now, but still I think that there will be a fight between finance commission and Niti Aayog also, because Niti Aayog also talks about planning only. It is also ultimately talks about the finance only. But still, as of now, Niti Aayog is also not a constitutional body, so planning commission is the constitutional body. So as per the expert, the government should consider the recommendation given by the finance commission seriously. It should not consider it as an advisory in nature. It should follow these recommendation. Okay, then for our studies, see, regarding prelims perspective, there are only 2-3 points that we discussed earlier, and that they are not that much important. But in mains, finance commission has a immense importance. So for preparing for mains, we need to focus on the recommendation given by the 14th finance commission, headed by the YV Reddy. Then what is the recommendation given by the 13th finance commission, that is under by Dr. Vijay Kedkar. And the last but not the least, if you get time, then you must read the recommendation by the Dr. C Rangarajan committee. Okay, so these recommendations, if you know and if you understand them, then it will be helpful in writing mains questions in GS3. Okay, so thanks guys for watching this video, and we will meet in the next video. Peace.